Hey, Dan Passarelli here. How you feeling today, friends? How you feeling today? I am super excited to share with you the most recent discovery that I've made on why professional traders have high win rates. Before we get started, I need to point out options are not for everyone. Please read characteristics and risks of standardized options before trading. Get a copy of that by emailing investorservices@theocc.com. Don't trade with money you're not prepared to lose. And everything we're doing here is providing generalized information, not necessarily specific to your situation. Now I'd like to make sure that you can hear me and that I can see your questions and that you can find the questions box so that you can participate and get the most out of this as possible. Please go to the questions box and tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to have trader tools that save you time, give you trades that boost your win rate or alert you to winning trades that you otherwise would never find? How important is it to have great trader tools? Hit that questions box. How important is it on a scale of 1 to 10 to have great trader tools? Inquiring minds want to know. Mazin says yes. Okay, good. Scale of 1 to 10 though. A little bit important, 1. Massively important, 10. Arlo says 9. Constantine says 10. And Saif says 11. I love that. David says 10. Stephen also says 10. Hey, Francisco, what's up, my friend? Says 10. Calvin says 10. Wow, okay. Amazing. 8, great. This is just what I was thinking. Kurt says 10. Very cool, friends. Okay. So, once again, I'm Dan Passarelli, and I've traded for years down on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, wrote 2 of the most popular books on option trading. I've worked with every major options broker and options exchange in the US and abroad. And hey, I get to be on TV a lot, which is kind of fun. But this is also who I am and what I do. And hey, let's face it, these are the important things, right? The most important thing to me is my family, my kids, my wife, Kathleen, who many of you know. She's part of the Market Taker team, been so for several years now. Previously, she was an editor for some well-known publications. And now she proofreads a lot of the content that we provide for you. She catches our mistakes, because anybody can make a mistake, right? Kathleen and I also have our adult children, Sam and Isabel. One of the things we like to do together is travel. We've been all over the world together. We're also a musical family. We enjoy listening to it, playing it. These are the things that are important to me, and trading helps me be able to do them. So this is my promise to you. I'm going to share with you the kinds of trades that this new trader tool that I've developed helps you with. Trades that save you time, give you trades that boost your win rate, and alert you to great trades you would otherwise never find. And at the end of this presentation, I'll share how you can take the next step and start using this tool right now and give you a huge discount on it for being among our more active Market Taker family members. What do you think about that? Hit that questions box for me. Is that a pretty fair deal? Yes? Hit that questions box for me and give me a big old yes if that sounds pretty darn great to you. What do you say? I'm gonna share all this great stuff with you, show you how you can start using it, even give you a nice discount on it. Hit that questions box. JR says awesome, exclamation points. Shelby, yes. David, yes. Stephen, yes, all caps and 3 exclamation points. Yes. Anybody else? Arlo, yes. Calvin, yes. All right, you guys are awake today. I like that. Be sure to stay until the end today. The most important things I will share come later. And to keep the focus, I'm going to hold all questions. If you have a question, please write it down and I will get to it later. So that said, let's keep it positive and let's have some fun. All right, folks, it's story time. I'm going to share a 60-second story of humanity from the beginning of time to today. Oh boy, you think I can do it? Well, here we go. Once upon a time, someone invented the wheel. That changed the lives of humans for the better. Then, someone who had no experience with wheels tried to invent a car all on his own that had square tires. And he died sad and penniless, and he had no friends. And then an expert in the industry worked hard to create a faster, easier to use, and massively better version of the original, building on previous knowledge. And it worked great. It was freaking awesome. Everyone who used it outperformed the outsiders who tried to figure it out on their own. They completely dominated and partied like rock stars with their many friends. All right, so let's talk about wing spreads and let's see how that relates to the history of humanity. The family of option strategies that the tool that I've created to make trading them faster, easier, and massively better is a time-tested group of strategies called wing spreads that has been used by professional traders for decades and has gotten extremely popular the past year or two because of their many advantages. There are two main categories of wing spreads. There are butterflies, which include the popular iron butterfly versions, and condors, which also include iron condors. Now, if you're not familiar with these trades yet, don't worry. They are easy to understand. And because they're built off other strategies that you may already be familiar with, perhaps you've heard me talk about them before, the option strategy that is the component of wing spreads is called a credit spread. So there are two types of credit spreads, call credit spreads and put credit spreads. A call credit spread is when a trader sells a call, usually out of the money, and buys a higher strike call with the same expiration on the same underlying. A put credit spread is when a trader sells a put, usually out of the money, and buys a lower strike put with the same expiration on the same underlying. Basically, call credit spreads make money if the stock doesn't rise too much. It can go down, it can stay the same, it can even rise a little and still make money. Put credit spreads make money as long as the stock doesn't go down too much. The stock can go up, it can stay the same, it can even fall a little, and the trade still makes money. With either spread, you take in a credit when you make the trade. And if the stock doesn't cross through the short strike price, the credit becomes your profit. This is why they are high probability trades. So what's better than getting a credit that becomes a profit? Getting two credits that become basically double profit. Iron butterflies and iron condors, and arguably regular butterflies and condors, are when we trade two credit spreads at once, a call credit spread and a put credit spread. That means we get credit from the one and a credit from the other at the same time. We're kind of double dipping here. And remember, with credit spreads, we can only lose if the stock goes too high, call credit spread, and with put credit spread, we can only lose if the stock goes too low. And while stocks can go up or down, they can't do both at the same time. It's only possible for one of the credit spreads to lose. Thus, we will always be a winner on one of them. And it's possible for both to be a winner. And the best part of this is that not only are the profits basically double, but the risk actually ends up being lower too. Let's go through an example. Let's say a trader is studying XLU and notices it's been trading in a range between 64 and 68 and thinks it's likely to stay in that range for the next month or so. Maybe there's support at $64 and resistance at 68. Well, the trader can position him or herself to make money as long as this ETF doesn't go below 64 or above $68 a share over the next 25 days by selling the 64 puts that have 25 days till expiration, and at the same time buying the 63 puts, and then selling the 68 calls and buying the 69 calls. These are all in the same expiration, done all at the same time as part of the same trade. The 64-63 put component of the trade is the put credit spread. 68-69 call component is the call credit spread. The purpose here is to collect a double premium. Okay? Collect these and collect these. We're collecting 21 cents or so on the put credit spread, or excuse me, on the put credit spread, about 21 cents or so. And that's possible if we use our market middling technique. We're also going to collect about 28 cents or so on the call credit spread, middling the market somewhat. Now, because these are credit spreads, the risk is protected and it's limited. And we're collecting a credit on both, totaling 49 cents. Okay, that's right down here, 49 cents. But remember, we can only lose on one. 49 cents of option premium is $49 of actual money. This is a 10-lot trade, so the trader is collecting a total of $490. Now again, if any of this is new to you or seems intimidating, don't worry. Later, I'm going to share with you the tool that I created to make all of this extremely simple. Now, why do we use wing spreads? Consistency. I've had people say, but Dan, I like to keep things simple in my trading. And you know what? I do too. And like I said later, I'll show you how to make all this super simple later. The best traders are consistent. They have strategies that drive consistent profits. They have a consistent wealth building activity. They have a high win rate on high probability trades that produce consistent profits over and over again. So you have that one part of your overall trading strategy that you can rely on no matter what. This is a probability curve. The horizontal axis is the stock price, and the vertical axis is the probability of the stock being at that price. And specifically, this is a bell curve. Most finance professors who love to get technical and use fancy terms, they say the prices are log-normally distributed, so it's not technically exactly correct, but it's close enough. To make it simple, here's how mathematically stock prices are thought to work. The middle is where the stock price currently is. The higher part of the curve here says that smaller moves are more probable than bigger moves. If we're forecasting for the future, if here is today's stock price, well, most future prices are going to fall here, close to where the stock price is today. And a much smaller amount of the time, we would see closing prices farther away from where the stock is now. We're going to capitalize on this math. The stock might go up and it might go down. But one thing we know is that smaller moves are more common than very big moves. And because of this, these are naturally high probability trades. Wing spreads can have a hugely favorable win rate. And that, friends, has huge implications. First, the objective is not to do this once, to make one trade. It's to make these trades that have a much higher chance of winning over and over again every day. More wins compounded over time can grow your account exponentially. And that is great if you have a small account and want to grow it into a bigger account. And hey, it's great even if you have a big account and want to grow it still bigger. With our trades, we have to look at more than just the win rate. We have to talk about the risk, right? Every trade is a balance of probability of success versus risk reward. So let's look at that XLU trade again. If a trader sold this iron condor and collected that $490 and held it all the way till expiration, and the shares ended up being between $64 and $68 until expiration, the options would expire. And that $490 would be the final profit, as shown by the blue line here. Just to give you an idea of what this means to the probability of your success, I can superimpose the bell curve over this, and you can see that the most likely scenario is a win. Now, if the stock falls below 64, a trade might still be a winner. The credit from selling the spread was 49 cents. So the actual break even of the trade at expiration is here, 49 cents below the strike price. And if the shares rise above 68, the trade might be a winner too. The credit from selling the spread gets added to the short call strike, so we can get a pretty big range, right? The stock is profitable in a big range. Only if it goes above or below those lines does the trade lose. So we have a very high probability of winning, and that drives consistency. Consistency is not guessing. It's measurable. It's using probability to increase your odds of winning and produce a positive return over and over and over. And in order to do that, we've got to put multiple criteria on the side of every trade. And one of those things is time. In option trading, time is literally money, or at least it becomes money. The reason is because options provide more ways of making money, one of the most important of which is time decay, because as time passes, options lose their value. So this helps certain traders who know how to put time decay to use. Time passing creates money with strategies like wing spreads. So we have high probability trades, time's on our side. How can we make these even stronger? How can we put the odds overwhelmingly in your favor above and beyond the simple approach that everyone else uses on wing spreads? What if we could find a bunch of wing spreads that are high probability trades to start out with? Then we take all of them and we see which meet certain criteria that would make it an even higher probability of winning, above and beyond the simple professor math. And then we screen them to take only the best probability versus risk reward of those. Okay, so that would be powerful, wouldn't it? But we're not going to stop there. We're going to take only the trades that are vetted first by professional traders. I mean, do you think you could trade better if a professional trader told you all of the trades he or she was making? Yeah, me too. Look, say what you will about professional traders, and you're probably right, but you know what? They're smart. You can't be a professional trader, not for very long anyway, without having figured some stuff out. They know how to make money. So let's look at some professional trader trades that I've identified to give you an idea of how everything we're talking about here works. On November 12th at 4:17 and 58 seconds in the afternoon, no, 14:16, so that's 2:17 and 58 seconds in the afternoon in NVIDIA. an institutional trader bought 1,000 of the November 14th, 185, 190, 195 call butterflies at $1.32. So that means the trader bought 1,000 of the November 14th, 185 calls, sold short 2,000 of the November 14th, 190 calls, and bought 1,000 of the November 14th, 195 calls for a total debit of $1.32 per contract. Now, this was all at once, the same trade, all as part of one trade. That is a butterfly. Think of it as two different spreads. The 185, 190 call spread and the put spread rather, 185, 190 put spread, 190, 195 call spread. Now, the maximum profit earned if the stock closes exactly at the short call strike, so at $190 a share at expiration, that's where the maximum profit is reached. Now, realistically, that's a long shot for it to be exactly there, but for it to close anywhere between the break-evens leads to a profit. The break-evens for this butterfly are $186.32 and $193.68. So, fast forward, at expiration with the stock closing at $190.17, that trade could have actually made, in real life, $327,000. What if you were alerted to this trade the second it happened? Well, a smaller trader following along and trading just 5 contracts could have added a pretty sweet $1,635 to his or her account. Now, okay, $1,635 might not look like a lot compared to $327,000, but imagine doing this many times over and over again. This is what leads to this being a wealth building activity, even and especially for smaller traders. And bigger traders might consider trading somewhat bigger trades. A 10-lot trader could have brought in $3,270, and a 20-lot trader could have made a whopping $6,540. Now let's look at this one in AMD. On October 7th at 12:35 and 55 seconds, 200 contracts of the October 10th, 195, 205, 225, 235 iron condors traded at $2.99. Now remember, as long as the stock remains between those two middle strike prices, the trade remains in winning territory. So that means AMD needed to stay between $205 and $225 a share over the next 4 days. There's a 4-day life of this trade. If the trader held the trade all the way until expiration, and the stock is still trading between those strike prices, he or she could have made a relatively quick $59,800. Imagine you see this trade the millisecond it happens. Well, a trader trading just a 5-lot iron condor could have brought in a quick, easy $1,495. 10-lot traders, well, they could have made a fast $2,990 just following along with that same high probability of winning. And that would be $5,980 on a 20-lot. How about this one in Tesla, TSLA? This is a really interesting one. And it's a glimpse into what the real smart money, the pros, are actually trading. On September 30th at 10 o'clock and 55 seconds, 200 of the October 3rd 420, 425, 430 put butterflies traded at 35 cents. So there was $35 worth of risk on this swing spread per contract. At the time this butterfly was executed, the stock was trading just below $440. Now, like any long butterfly, as long as the stock gets close to the short strike, which in this case is $425 strike, the trade has that's where the trade profits the most. Now, in this case, Tesla needed to move lower about $15 to get close to that sweet spot. And boy, did it. What's even better about this spread trade is that a directional butterfly like this one has an even better risk reward usually than a neutral butterfly, direction neutral butterfly. So that means that the closer the stock gets to $425 a share over the next 3-day life of this trade, the greater the profit potential. Man, I'm going to tell you something. You can learn a lot from seeing how professional traders trade. And it ended up being a really nice, and that's being modest, trade to follow. The trader hit the proverbial home run with this trade when the stock traded right around the $425 level the afternoon of expiration, and it could have made a staggering $32,400, only risking $7,000 to get there. Holy cow. So a trader following along, trading just a 5 lot, could have brought in a quick, relatively easy $810, and that's with putting up less than $200 of capital. 10 lot traders could have made a fast $1,620 following along with that same high probability of winning, and that would have been $3,240 on a 20 lot. Man. There are lots of examples of what professional traders are doing with iron condors and butterflies and other wing spreads. So I created a new trader tool that you're about to discover in a few moments. This trader tool has a training component that makes understanding wing spreads super easy and trains you on the 3 different ways to trade them. Hey, do you mind if I share a little about this new trader tool and how you can move forward to it? Hit that questions box. Give me a yes. Do you mind if I share a little bit about the trader tool that I created and share how you can move forward to it? Hit that questions box and give me a yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All right. Larry, yes. Francisco, yes. Constantine, yes. JR, yes. Shelby, yes. Arlo, yes. David, yes. Stephen, yes. Rebecca, how are you? Long time no talk. Says share. Matt, yes. Constantine, don't mind. Larry, yes, all caps, 3 exclamations. Kurt, yes. Francisco, yes, sir. Ray, hey, Ray, long time no see you either. I hope you're doing great. Okay, well, let's do it then, shall we? Step 1 is getting the trade triggers. This is how we start out with an edge right off the bat. We can have confidence that someone who is smart enough to be a professional trader is making this trade. But we don't just follow along blindly. We next apply what I call the genius method. After seeing what professional traders are trading, we verify the technical setups using support and resistance. We can sell options that are overpriced. There's no planned announcements that can cause the stock to lose. And this is the training that comes with it. So whether you're new to wing spreads or you've been trading them for years, you'll have the genius method mastered. And this is how we gain an unfair advantage. We see what the professionals are doing right there on our computer. So we're getting all their unfair advantages, Plus, we screen them with our time-tested methodology to take only the best of the best. Yeah. And this does what no computer or human can do alone, because it combines algorithm technology with hands-on screening. By now, we've covered quite a bit. Can you see yourself using what I shared today to grow your account and increase your win rate? Yes? Type the word yes if you can see yourself using what I've shared today to grow your account and increase your win rate. You just go ahead and type the word yes. I'm not going to read everybody's names. I'm sharing this now so that you can start getting the results that you deserve. Like this one on October 27th in Microsoft. A trader could have followed the institutional traders and traded a 5 lot of the October 31st, 492.50, 497.50, 575, 580 iron condors, and could have made $440 on only a 5 lot, and that was a 4-day trade. 10 lot could have made $880 in profits. In Cisco on November 12th, a trader could have traded a 5 lot of the 75, 77, 79 call butterflies, expiring just 2 days later, and once again could have made up to $440 on just a 5 lot, $880 on a 10 lot. Here, check this one out. On November 12th on NVIDIA, again, a call butterfly that was expecting the stock to move a little lower over a couple of days, and it did. A couple days later, the wing spread would have made a nice return of $650 on just 5 contracts. And XOM on October 7th, a trader could have done the October 17th, 106, 111, 117, 121 iron condors and made $490 on just the 5 lot. Wing spread genius is now here. Every day, you'll get real-time alerts when traders are trading a large volume of wing spreads to open a position. You'll be the first to spot these trades so that you can participate in the best trades in the market using my proprietary trade triggers to see exactly when the trade is happening real time. Then follow a simple checklist to proofread it. And it's all so simple. When you get started right now with the Wing Spread Genius Traders package, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get these wing spread trade triggers just popping up on your screen, which is a $1,500 value. And this is what it looks like. This is the easy to use alert system that instantly alerts you to the big institutional wing spread trades. You will be following the smart money. You never need to second guess yourself in the market again. You get password access to real-time trade triggers that are sent directly from the Chicago Board Options Exchange. I have pulled some strings for you. I've negotiated a contract with the Chicago Board Options Exchange for you to get professional trade data that you cannot get from any other source. I repeat, you cannot get this from any other source. I, as a professional in this field, I pay for the data. And not only is it expensive, like $7,000 a month for professionals, but it's not available to non-professionals at any price until now. And the best part is, it's all legit. When you sign up as yourself, a non-professional trader, and get access to these signals through this deal that I made with the exchange on your behalf. This is powerful and this is simple. So let me ask you, when the plumber comes by for 30 minutes to fix a busted pipe, you're not paying him for his 30 minutes, are you? You're paying him for his 30 years of experience. So I've decided to save you time and put everything you need to know from my 30 years of experience into a few super short, quick, easy videos to get you up and running so that you can start using Wingspread Genius right away. This video training course reveals step by step exactly how and why the Wingspread Genius system works, how to set up the trades, the filters and cross scans to optimize the strategy, and of course, targets and trade management. Because every step is laid out for you, trading the Wingspread Genius system removes the emotion from your trading, making it easier to get the results that you want. So, when you sign up for the Wingspread Genius Traders package, you're going to get the trade triggers that just pop up on the screen like I showed you. And you're also going to get the education. You're going to get the Wingspread Genius Accelerator video course to get you up and running so you can be good at this. But we're going to make sure that you have all the training tools you need, not just to be good, but to be great. Today, you will also get access to the archive of the Wingspread Genius Boot Camp. You're going to get a complete drill down training video on every aspect of the Wingspread Genius system to maximize your chances of success. In the boot camp, I'll share how to easily confirm the technical setup to put more probability of winning on your side, how to read options data to identify high probability wing spreads, how to use volatility analysis and skew in your wing spread analysis, and how to maximize your exits to even further boost your win rate. Even if you've never traded an option before, you'll understand a simple approach to spread trading so that you can trade with a high probability of success right along with professional traders. So the boot camp is recorded for your convenience or just a review, and it covers everything you need to truly master the system. The Wingspread Genius Boot Camp is a $3,750 value. So that means today you're going to get the Genius trade triggers. You're going to get up and running fast with the accelerator videos, but you're going to have this completely mastered when you go through the Wingspread Genius Boot Camp video. Now, this is the MTM Spreadsheet Trade Tracker. This is my personal spreadsheet for making sure that I follow all the steps on my trades. I put it into a simple template that now you can use too. Its formulas are designed to easily calculate all the trade criteria that you need to analyze, trade, and manage your wing spread trades, and even other MTM proprietary trade setups. I've made it so simple to track your trades on this sheet. It's like cheating. This is a $500 value, and it's yours today as part of your Wingspread Genius Traders package. Now, look, this pretty amazing value is not just because of the months of work that I put into it based on my 30 years experience, but if you can manage your trades more effectively, make an extra couple hundred on your winners, lose a couple hundred less on your losers, and increase your win rate, this simple framework has the power to massively increase your bottom line. So that means today you're going to get the trade triggers, you're going to get the accelerator videos, you're going to have this mastered with the boot camp, and you're going to make sure you don't miss a single step when you're actually making these trades, because you're going to plug in all the data into the spreadsheet trade tracker. Wingspread Genius works on all platforms. Open a simple browser window to deliver your trade triggers real time. There's no special software. Trade on your platform of choice. But you know what the best part of this is? It's the working leverage. And here's what I mean by that. Typically, more leverage means more risk, right? Well, in this case, I mean something different. Less work means more return. You are leveraging your time. Because look, I already put in the time. I spent literally years working on this. I've done 50% of the work for you, and the institutional traders, they do 48% of the work. They study all the trades, and once they make them, you see them. You do just 2% of the work, and you get to keep 100% of the profits you earn. Buy now. You can see why Wing Spread Genius, it's a steal for all this, even at $7,000. If all this did for you was identify high probability trades to take your trading from where it is now to boosting your win rate so you can be consistent and not have the huge swings that all too many traders experience, gosh, wouldn't it be worth it just for that part? But today you get all of this, and it's not going to be $7,000. Because you've made the investment of being here live on this training and for being one of my action takers, well, you know what? You are the elite, and you deserve to be rewarded. You're better than the millions of other traders out there, right? Better than millions of other traders. And I want you to have the results that you deserve. So start today and get our trade triggers every day for the next month for a small, easy investment of only $247. But you have to take massive action by going to markettaker.com/WSG123 go. That's market as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row. markettaker.com/WSG for Wing Spread Genius. 1, 2, 3 go. You're going to get this all for just $247 a month. Now, you probably may ask, well, Dan, what happens after the first month, after the trial ends? Well, when you join today, you get to renew every month that you choose to remain enrolled at this massive discount. You'll never pay full price. There are no long-term contracts. You can cancel anytime. But if you're making the kind of money we're talking about, you'll want to renew, and you'll get to keep this renewal level of $247 for life. You are literally going to save thousands of dollars. Now, you may ask, Dan, why would you give such a huge discount? I can see this is worth much more than this. Why would you give such a huge discount? Because you know what? The market's been kind of tough lately for a lot of people. And this system has helped me more than any other that I've created lately. And I truly believe that this can help you too. So, as a reminder, today when you go to markettaker.com/WSG, first you're going to get the Wing Spread Genius trade triggers that just simply pop right up on your screen, super easy, and you're going to get to see what the professionals are trading live, real time, literally down to the millisecond. And you're going to get up and running really fast because you're going to watch the Wing Spread Genius Accelerator video course. A few short videos get you up and running right away. But then the best of you are going to have this completely mastered because you're going to watch the Wing Spread Genius boot camp video. And we're going to make sure you don't miss a single step in the trading process because you're going to get the MTM spread cheat trade tracker so that you're following right along step by step. You know exactly what to do. It's so easy. Now, there's one bonus that is not on those slides, and that is access to the MTM community chat room. This is the best option trader chat room ever created. And I know, I'm a little biased because I created it, but this is your direct access to me and to John and to other traders just like you. Because I know after having trained tens of thousands of traders, in order for you to be successful, I need to put you in a community of traders who are going through the same things that you are. This is your access. Now, do you mind if I over deliver? Because you're also going to get an extra bonus, which is a 30-minute phone call with our Trader Success team. You're going to have a strategy call, and they're going to talk about you and your trading. You're going to overcome the things that are holding you back, and together develop a plan to take you to the next level. This is a $500 value. That's what we offer it for on our website. And if you talk to them and you go through this, they might recommend, a book. It might be one-on-one coaching. It might be something, whatever it is to get you to that next level. That's what you're going to work on in that call. So really what we have here is you sign up, you get the Wingspread Genius Trade Triggers, you get the accelerator video course to get you up and running fast, you get the boot camp so that you completely have this mastered, you get the spreadsheet trade tracker so you can just put in all the data and make sure that you're not missing a single step. You're going to get access to the community chat room so that you can ask questions of me or other traders, share trade ideas, and you're going to get a strategy call with our Trader Success team to help take your trading to the next level. So go right now to markettaker.com/WSG, or you can call 708-381-1768. If you have questions, you can, well, first of all, you can type it in the questions box and I will answer it live, or you can call Bobby at 708-381-1768, 708-381-1768. Or, hey, you want to make it real easy? Just grab your cell phone, take out your camera app, and aim it towards that funny looking square in the bottom right-hand corner. It's called a QR code, and the sign-up page just pop up right on your phone. Super easy. So type your questions in the questions box. Now, by the way, I was not kidding. These trades literally come directly from the Chicago Board Options Exchange. In fact, as soon as you go to markettaker.com/WSG and complete the enrollment form, you're next taken to the Cboe agreement from the exchange. Now, again, that's because of the deal that I worked out with the exchange so that I pay for the data, and because you're a non-professional, only through me can you even get this data. So they require everyone to complete this form. Please do not forget to complete the subscriber agreement or you will not get the trade trigger feed. This is very important. So go now to markettaker.com/WSG and get started. And by the way, please use the same email address when you fill out the subscriber agreement as you do when you fill out the enrollment form. Hey, you know what? I want to take a minute to welcome our new Wingspread Genius traders. First of all, a big welcome and congratulations to Arlo. Nice work, Arlo. Good job stepping up and investing in yourself today. This is a big, big move. You don't take it laying down. You don't wonder why you're not making money. You put in the effort, you take the action, and take control of your financial future. And I love that. David, welcome and congratulations, David. Stephen, nice work, my friend. Welcome and congratulations to you. Shelby, welcome and congratulations to you. Larry, hey, Larry, welcome and congratulations to you, my friend. JR, welcome and congratulations to you. Now, I'm going to welcome the rest of the people who join, but first, here's a question, and I'm going to answer all your questions, but I want to start out with one. Sometimes people say, hey, Dan, this is great, but you know, I don't have 247 bucks. Well, first of all, you probably have 247 bucks, but if you don't, is there a way to finance it? Yes. You can use PayPal and choose PayPal credit. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit. So you can lock in Wingspread Genius today when you check out using PayPal, choose PayPal credit, and just pay it off over time. Get the results now and pay over time. What's better than that? Go to markettaker.com/WSG and click the PayPal button to get started right now. All right. I see we have some questions stacked up for me, and you know, you can always call that number. I'll show it again in a second. But in the meantime, I have some frequently asked questions. So first, what if I can't install it properly? There's nothing to install. There's nothing. All you have to do, like for those, all the folks who just signed up, and we just had 3 more sign up. I'm going to welcome you in a second. Those of you who just signed up, you got an email. You got a couple emails from us. One of them has a username and a password. All you do literally is click the link in that email, type in your username and password, and you're in. That's it. The trade just shows up in a browser window and displays your trade triggers live real time. Could not be easier. Is this time consuming? No, that's the point of this. I know you have a busy schedule. Many traders have a busy schedule. I have designed Wingspread Genius so you can literally trade this system in just a couple of minutes per trade. What if I can't figure it out? You can, you'll be able to. You're going to get the short videos of the accelerator course to get started and for reference. Plus, you're going to get the bootcamp video sharing everything you need to master wing spreads. And hey, if you have questions, you can just ask us in the chat room. What if I have a small account? Well, you want to grow it into a bigger account, don't you? Well, consistency is the most important criterion. This is designed to make your trading more consistent. All right, now again, if you have questions, you can type it in the questions box and I'm going to answer the ones that are there, or give a call to 708-381-1768. All right, starting off, Sherry, in options, they have different levels. Oh yeah. So which level with your broker is required for this? You have to be able to trade wing spreads. So it depends on the broker. Some brokers will call it level 2, some level 3, but it's very close to the entry level. And especially because you're getting the education, the videos with this, you can call your broker and share that you've taken a class on this and see if they can up your level. It's no problem at all. Neil, I think I missed one of your questions earlier, but how many trades are shown per day? Great question. So that's a really great question. It depends on the day, because these are trades, you know, we don't say, crap, we got to come up with 10 trades today. What should we, how about telling this? That's not what we do. These are trades that are literally made by professional traders like the JP Morgans, the Goldman Sachs, the best traders in the world. And when there are good trades and they make those trades, they just pop right up on your screen. So the days that are great for wing spread trades, I mean, there might be 15 of these suckers, maybe even more. The days when it's harder to find them, well, they're still going to find them. They're going to find the ones that are hard to find. And, you know, maybe it's only 5 that pop up that day, which is great because you don't want to make 15 trades anyway, you know. So this optimizes your time, your money, and shows only the best of the best trades. Neil asks, awesome teachings as always. Thank you. I've had tremendous success of these, et cetera, et cetera. However, would it be accurate, not worthwhile to trade these consistent around earnings. These are trades where we typically avoid earnings. So we're going for, this is a different type of trade than earnings trading. This is for the nice, simple ones. Like we're only fishing in the ponds where it's the simple, easy stuff, okay? Not the scary, volatile stuff. Okay, Tom says, sounds great. However, I'm a newbie to options and still working my way through this other training. I look forward to doing this as I develop more. Well, I mean, Tom, the experience is in the videos, right? Like what I don't want to see people do is try and figure it out on their own, develop bad habits, watch YouTube videos by people who never actually traded professionally and develop bad habits. This is designed for anybody who's interested to do this, regardless of your experience, because it's just a simple step-by-step thing. This is your experience to develop. Larry says, I'm in, yay! Awesome, man, awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, welcome, I got a couple more joiners. Welcome and congratulations to Matt. Welcome and congratulations to Taylor, nice work. Welcome and congratulations to Chris, nice work. And welcome and congratulations to Bruce, nice work. All right, what other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to join us? Oops. What other questions can I answer to help make the decision to join us? Oh my gosh, you just had 2 more people join us. Hey, Neil, nice work signing up, man. Nice work. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. Yeah, what other questions can I answer? Do we need special software? No. Look, this just literally pops up on a browser window. If you've ever Googled something in your life, like you're able to get to a page to type Google in, it's easier to get to the page than that. Literally, all you have to do is open your email and click a link, type in your username and password, and pops right up. That's it. Super easy. Let's see here. What other questions can I answer here for you today? What brokers is this available through? Any broker. That's the best part of this. Like I said, the trades just pop up on your screen and you can trade through any broker you want that you can trade options with. Yeah, any broker at all. I mean, Fidelity, Schwab, Thinkorswim, what part of Schwab, any of them. Very, very good question. Hanuma, is this recorded? I missed it so far and joined late. No, I mean, you want to cut to the chase? Just go to markettaker.com/WSG and just get signed up for this. The classes here, they cover much more than we had time to cover today. So yeah, just do that. Just do that. All right, good stuff. What else can I answer here today? Because I want you to be like Arlo, David, Stephen, Shelby, JR, Neil, Chris. Oh shoot, there were a couple other ones, but I forgot. If you want to get results like the ones that I shared, go right now to markettaker.com/WSG. Go right now to markettaker.com/WSG and get started now. Okay. How long is the boot camp video? The boot camp video, again, all recorded. It was a live class and I recorded it. So, and I made it on demand so that you don't have to wait for a live class, you can just access it right now and get started getting this system mastered right now. So yeah, it was about a half day when we did it live. I edited it down a little bit just to make it more efficient for you to watch. So I don't know, it's probably about 3 hours or something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great. Because look, I can show you the trades that the greatest traders are making, but you want to have a feeling of control. I mean, look, that's why you're here, right? You want to be the trader. You want to be the person in control of your financial future, and not just say, oh geez, I wish I could be more consistent in my trading. Oh geez, I wish I could actually make money doing this. Oh geez, I wish I could make more money doing this. I wish I could find higher probability trades. Well, here's your solution. It's really, really simple. In fact, you've already today invested your most valuable asset, your time. Now for the investments, like think of the last trade you made. How much did you invest in that trade? 300 bucks, 500 bucks? How did that trade work out? Maybe you lost on it. Maybe you broke even. Maybe it worked out great and you made money. You doubled your money. You made 500 bucks, but the trade's over. This is one investment for the next 30 days. You're going to get like 5, 10, maybe 15 trades to cherry pick just the best of them. And then every month that you decide to stay with this, you get to renew at that $247. So it's like making a trade that you can profit from not just once, but every trading day for a month. And then if it's working great, you get to renew and keep that going. And look, I know some people have smaller accounts, right? Maybe you have a $5,000 account. Well, do you like having a $5,000 account, or do you want to grow it? Chances are you want to grow it, right? I know you want to grow it. So, I mean, just look at some of the trades that we were talking about and think about what impact that can have on your accounts, on you and your family, and frankly, on just your emotional state of being. Trading can be hard when it's not working out, right? We all need the right tools for our job. You can't be a carpenter and not own a hammer, right? You need to buy the tools. These are those tools. The wonderful thing about trading is that there's only two assets. One is capital and two is knowledge. The more you learn, the more you earn. And this, I mean, if all you got out of this was just the education, wouldn't it be worth it just for that? And heck, man, like I said, you're not locked into any long-term contract at all. You try it out for 247 bucks. Look at all the education, get that knowledge that you get to have with you for life. And in 27 days, we're going to send you an email that says, hey, are you loving this? Do you want to continue on? And if the answer is no, you can cancel right then and there, no questions asked. It would be worth it just for the education component of this. But that's not even really the key. The key is the trade triggers themselves. I mean, if you could make money on one of these trades in a month, I mean, first of all, do you think it's likely you make money on one of these trades in a month? And if you do, how much you think you could make? Do you think you could cover the cost of this class? Do you think so? Well, if you're a trader, and you understand the idea of investing, I think I have a great investment for you. This is probably better than the last trade you made. I think it is. I bet it is. So, okay, what other questions can I answer? William, welcome and congratulations. Samir, welcome and congratulations. Great job. Greg, welcome and congratulations. Okay, any final questions before we call it a day here? Any final questions before we call it a day? All right, well, I'm going to leave this open for just a little bit. Thanks for sharing your time with us today, and welcome to all of our new Wingspread Genius subscribers. All right, now I just turned off the recording. For those of you who are left, I'm going to give you one last opportunity to ask some questions. What I'm going to do here is I am going to set a timer for 4 minutes, okay, for 4 minutes. And when that 4 minutes goes off, this is done. This is done. So ready, 1, 2, 3, here we go. We got 355, 354, 53, 52, 51, 50. Go, 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 go. Francisco, you are welcome, my friend. Very good to hear from you. Larry says, awesome day. Thanks. Happy holidays. You too, man. You too, my friend. All right. What other questions can I answer in the next 3.5 minutes or so to help you make the decision to do something positive for your trading, right? What other questions can I answer? Edward, welcome and congratulations. Parisha, welcome. Congratulations. Nice job joining. Let's see here. Let's see. How long do I get access to the chat room? You are going to get access to the chat room as long as you are signed up for service. So while you're using Wingspread Genius, you can say, hey, this Wingspread Genius trade that popped up today, take a screenshot, throw it in your chat. I just traded this. Who else traded it? What price are you looking to get out? All those answers are in the videos, you know. I mean, it's very important to know where to get out. So you get the education for that. Kevin, welcome and congratulations. Somebody always asks this. Somebody said, how much time is left? 1 minute 57, 156, 155, 154. Why do you ask these questions? Why do you ask this question? I always get that question, and I wonder, why the hell is somebody wondering that? Just go and sign up. Don't waste your time asking that question. Just go. Markettaker.com/WSG. Or if you have a question that might take a little longer than just asking in the questions box, call Bobby. It's 708-381-1768. 708-381-1768. Or just grab your cell phone, aim it towards the QR code, you know, go to the camera app, aim it towards QR code, and boom, you're in. All right, we're getting down to the wire here, friends. Getting down to the wire. What other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to join us today? Yes, we are now under a minute. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54. Go. Okay. How many accelerator videos? There's a handful, and you know, they're short. I call them accelerator videos because, you know, I mean, they're less than 10 minutes. You pop one in, it's like, oh, I get it. Here's how I set it all up. Oh, I get it. Here's how I manage my trades. Super easy. The boot camp is where the really detailed stuff goes. And I hope all the folks who just joined watch the boot camp. Boot camp is, you know, I put a lot of time and effort into that. That is the best education I can give you. Best education you can get. And we're down to the end here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bing. That's it. That's it. All right. Thanks for sharing your time with me. Those of you who joined, welcome and congratulations. You are a special kind of trader because you don't just take what's given to you, you take control of your financial future. And I love that. That's important. It's important stuff. Nothing changes unless you make it change, right? This is the nature of this. This is who is attracted to trading. It's not people who say, oh, geez, I wish somebody would just give me the answer. I don't want hard work. You know, I mean, we are giving you the answers, but we're helping you understand why the answers are there. So that's great. And those of you who didn't join, that's fine. This is not for everybody. If you're brand new to trading, if an investment of $247 scares you, you have to go ask your mom if it's okay. You're not ready for this, and that's okay. One day you will be. And even if you join at full price, you get all this stuff for $7,800. I believe it's extremely worth it at full value. All right. That being said, friends, have a great rest of your day. Trade smart, and I will catch you in the chat room. Talk soon. Bye.